It's time to get your head in the game. Literally. Here are the best VR games you can play in 2020. Whether you want to be scared or fitter than you've ever been in your life, popping on a VR headset will take you to your perfect destination in 2020. And with an exclusive Half-Life game, it's been quite the year for the platform. But don't fret, if City 17 is a little too intense for you, there's a stack of other experiences ready to test your reaction times. Why not check yours right now and see how fast you can click that subscribe button? And don't forget to hit the link on screen to find out more about the G333 VR gaming earphones, an Oculus-ready audio solution designed to support your VR setup and to provide the most immersive and refined audio experience possible. Ready to go? Here are the best VR games you can play in 2020. Beat Saber isn't just a VR game, it's a way of life. Beat Game's music slasher looks simple on the surface. Merely slice those blocks in two in the direction of the arrows, feeling smug like some kind of neon-fueled Jedi. What could possibly go wrong? Well, word from the wise, that's just how it starts. Suddenly you're thinking about Beat Saber when you're not playing it, and watching videos of songs on expert difficulty with your muscles twitching. While the initial lot of songs feel like enough, all too soon you'll be investing in Panic at the Disco, Green Day and Linkin Park as it becomes apparent that the only way to experience music is by expertly slicing drum beats in two and aiming for S ranks. Don't say I didn't warn you. You, like me, will end up with a Beat Saber uniform. But hey, at least there's no need for a gym membership. It feels like an understatement to say that Half-Life in VR is kind of a big deal. But it is. And the good news is that Half-Life Alyx is everything you want it to be. Valve was never going to throw out anything half-cooked, and few other games are a sign of the rich immersion to come once development studios truly start to take advantage of the opportunities of VR. You've never seen City 17 quite like this, and everything is interactive. Your in-game hands, complete with an innovative HUD system, can do far more than just pick up a gun to shoot. Although there's plenty of that too. And thankfully, this is no mere one session then it's over gig. You'll be donning your headset for more than 12 hours to see this glorious, explosive roller coaster of a campaign in its entirety, delivering a giddy hit of everything we've ever loved about the series. Oh, and did I mention that some of it is really scary? Because it is. From Alyx's adventures to a game that clearly had Valve posters all over its walls when it was a teenager, Boneworks takes a lot of inspiration from Half-Life. Oh, is that a crowbar? But that doesn't mean that this feels like any kind of cheap knockoff. Instead, Boneworks is a solid and expansive physics-filled adventure, packed with puzzles and satisfying combat. In an innovative Assassin's Creed Animus-style situation, this is a game within a game as a security expert makes his way through a VR program. Physics is very much the order of the day, with crunchy melee combat and reload animations so satisfying that there really should be whole Reddit threads dedicated to them. Sure, the story really doesn't make much sense, but what difference does it make when you can do this cool X-Files style torch and pistol combo, and this? Let's face it, Tetris Effect is an ascendant enough experience on a flat screen, but send it into your eyes via VR and there's a reason that this 2-year-old game is still one of the most essential downloads. Yep, after 36 years, spinning tetronymos and making lines is still one of the most satisfying experiences known to thumbkind, and it's only elevated by an exceptional soundtrack and striking visuals. Surround yourself with rituals, dolphins, or industrial landscapes of hot air balloons, all while keeping up with the frantic pace of the relentless Tetris experience we all know so well. The new Zone mode is a perfect addition to your playstyle too, letting you have a quick breather and pause the power of gravity while you get everything in order. There's not the Battle Royale aspect of Tetris 99, but this virtual reality extravaganza makes sure that this blocky classic is keeping up perfectly with the 21st century. It turns out that true VR horror isn't just things that burst out of the dark to scare you senseless. Well, some of it is, but after mere minutes in The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, you'll realise that the true desperation of the zombie apocalypse lies in worrying about exactly the right angle for decapitation, or wondering if this time your knife is going to get stuck. Skydance Interactive's tie-in to Kirkman's Apocalypse isn't your standard zombie murdering experience. Instead, this is a granular survival fest, popping you behind the eyes of the tourist, an undead slaughtering hero exploring New Orleans. Your survival in this campaign is dependent on you covering yourself in blood to disguise yourself as a zombie, physically wrapping bandages around your arm to heal, and making the most of this arsenal of ludicrous weaponry. Immersive and terrifying in equal measure, Saints and Sinners is a gorily surprising treat.
It's a big world out there.
First off, AUDICA is far more than just Beat Saber with guns, but it's a nice way of saying straight off the bat that it delivers another new and exciting way of experiencing your favourite tracks. As the creators of Rock Band, Harmonix knows a thing or two about making interactive music feel like you're taking over the world one note at a time. And the good thing is, you don't need to collect a single instrument that will inevitably end up sad and dusty at the back of your cupboard. Instead, AUDICA serves up a slew of 33 brilliant tracks to test your aim and sense of rhythm. And, of course, you could always add on a season pass of extra tunes to sate your desire for more songs once you've hit those heady high scores. Like Beat Saber 2, your arm muscles are absolutely going to thank you. And me. Maybe just do the occasional squat too, for balance though. We've been not so quietly obsessed with the Room series for a long time now, making a dark matter feel like a tantalising reason to don a VR headset. Thankfully, our sky-high expectations were met this year with exactly what we wanted. While we'd probably just have been happy experiencing those secret puzzle boxes in VR, Fireproof Games has instead expanded the universe and story into a full mysterious campaign across multiple locations. Don't panic, the boxes are still here, but there are also all kinds of fresh brain teasers and innovative new mechanics to experience as you explore an atmospheric Victorian London on a quest for a missing Egyptologist. It's also worth noting that while this isn't a horror game per se, and there's never anything actually hunting you, if the sound effects and music of the initial games crept under your skin, you'll probably find yourself occasionally sliding off one headphone just to make sure everything's okay. Yep, I'm fine. One of the most joyous elements of VR is wish fulfillment. Being Batman. Flying, feeling what it would be like to be in every brilliant John Wick montage with a pounding soundtrack and no worrying about any canines being harmed. Pistol Whip is a sheer adrenaline shot of a rhythm game with EDM beats and absolutely no respect for your aching dodging muscles. Unlike the other musical experiences on this list, where they helpfully bring the shootables to you, this is more like an FPS, with endless forward momentum propelling you through colourful blockbuster sets. Whether you're ducking Neo-style from whizzing bullets or performing the titular move, Pistol Whip is a frantic hit of synesthesia. And incredibly, despite all that movement, everything here feels smooth and judder-free, with fixed points of interest, meaning no nasty revenge of your inner ear. Or last meal, for that matter. No one ever says it, but here I go anyway. Superhot VR might look like a regular action game, but actually look closer, and it's a horror dressed in bright red clothing. Just think about the concept. Relentless faceless enemies with only one goal. The fact that they actively surround you and only move when you do. It's the digital equivalent of Doctor Who's Weeping Angels crossed with It Follows. The good news, though, is that while it might take a bit to get used to revving up your fists and smashing faceless goon skulls, Superhot is also the perfect revenge movie. Think you can sneak up on me, you ketchup-coloured creep? Take that. And not that we have to warn you, but experience has told us that few games get us as confused physically as Superhot. Make sure you turn on your Guardian system. No one wants a punched wall. Believe me. And finally, where Saints and Sinners is a gritty survival-based affair with a brilliantly unhealthy obsession with the reality of zombie battling, Arizona Sunshine, on the other hand, continues to be one of the best VR shooters you can buy. That doesn't mean it's easy, but there's a distinct theme park vibe to the action here, as you mow down the shambling horde with ludicrously satisfying gunplay and environmental annihilation. This year's deluxe edition of the game includes both the Dead Man and Damned DLC for even more undead slaughtering. Oh, and just because you can sometimes feel like the ruler of the apocalypse when you're popping zombie noggins with OP weaponry, doesn't mean that Arizona Sunshine doesn't get scary. Head underground into the mines with only a torch for company, and things get intense. Where's the sunshine, guys? This isn't what I signed up for. Anybody? That's the 10 best VR games you can play in 2020. And if you want to experience them to the fullest, why not follow the link in the description and pick up your own set of Logitech G 333 VR gaming earphones. Let us know your favourites in the comments below, drop us a like if your arms still ache from AUDICA, and subscribe to Logitech G for more videos just like this one. If you do already subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you know exactly when our next video lands, with perfect timing.